Therapy Cruiser Pre-Treat CSS, where we educate, motivate, and have a little fun onboarding into our career mindset with professional development. Look out, job mentality. There's an industry expert in the department. I want to talk to the future industry writers for a couple of minutes. Why are you looking around? That's right, I'm talking to you. Now, before you go on with all the reasons why you couldn't possibly be an industry writer, let's take a hard stop for our professional development. Let's instead wonder, why can't it be me? Imposter syndrome? You can't think of a topic? Spare time non-existent? Would it even be worth the effort? All valid concerns. But don't worry, I got your back. The Future Industry Writer video series is ready to help guide you through concerns to create actionable steps to achieve this goal. It's time to give some recognition, credibility, and amplify your industry expertise with the help of writing. Let's get ready to put the CSS in our writing success. So I recently conducted a poll on LinkedIn asking individuals to participate and select why they weren't industry writers. One of the top concerns were that they didn't know how to pick a topic. Frustration, stagnation, straight out the gate, before the pen can even touch the paper, before a finger could even strike a key. Talk about a bummer. So we're going to use today's tutorial to break down how to pick your topic. Topics don't always have to happen randomly. Like lightning, they can strike out of nowhere, but there are ways to tell when they may be a topic a-brewin'. Why do they do that? What happens if I do this? Have we tried this? What do they do in other facilities? If you've ever caught yourself thinking these things, these are topics in the making. In those questioning moments, you're comparing your standards and morals and ethics to the reality of the current situation around you. Don't shut that down and leave it as a judgment. Think past the initial impression and ask for a solution. What if I told you that was your industry expertise trying to shine through? And if you stopped at the moment before it had a chance to break through and really applied that questioning attitude to your own questions, you're going to miss out on an amazing topic just waiting to be discovered. So let's list a few things you've always wondered about in your own sterile processing department. And then let's go a step bigger. What are a few things you've always wondered about our central sterile industry or profession? List them here. You can list them right here. Let's be blunt. From one CSS nerd to another, you are an industry expert. There you go, looking around again. I am still talking to you. Yes, you. Challenge yourself to interpret your professional value to such a standard. Your industry contribution matters and is not defined by anyone else other than you. What you experience, interpret, and perform professionally matters to the sterile processing industry's progress. Okay, so the things that you're holding in, someone may benefit from later. But why, when they can benefit from it now? What are a few shift responsibilities you perform or are assigned to? What are a few hard skills you do well or actions that you're proud of? You know, the ones that make you go, yeah. Where do you need improvement? And be honest. It's okay to need improvement. No one's ever going to read this. Unless you want some help, you're totally welcome to reach out to me. But this is all you. This can be as private as you want it to be. All right, guys, let's keep it moving. While we continue to pick out our topic, let's begin to look at ourselves as writers with valuable content just waiting to get out of our heads, waiting for us to get out of our own way. Why do we hold ourselves to such a rigid standard of what a writer is? Where did that come from? It's not all about pages and word counts and being the next Stephen King. Don't do that to yourself. Writing can be flexible. And while there is criteria for submission, it's not as rigid as you think. I promise. You are all writing every day anyways, and I'm going to prove it to you. Yes, you write every day. So, what's your favorite social media site? Yes, social media counts as writing. Are you a comment warrior, the one that's always going inside the comments? Or are you a poster? And why? Why do you prefer posting over commenting? And what do you get out of the endless discussion that comes with these endless comment walls? And what does the word publish mean to you? How can you challenge that meaning? See, I told you you guys were already writers. Social media totally counts. It's just a shorthand version of something that you can write a ton about later. And why not now? A surprising discovery with writing is that even when we have an idea of who we're going to talk to, we don't get to choose who we affect or influence, inspire or empower, or even get a little mad. That's the power of writing. We can write our intentions and purpose all we want, but how it resonates is 100% determined by the one who is reading it. My favorite part of being an industry writer is when my article gets published and the very first comment is, "Hey, I wondered that too." Oh, that feels so good when that happens. Just to know that I'm on point with something that somebody else was thinking about and maybe they didn't have the chance to say it. It means a lot to me that I can help personify a point that resonates with other people. I also like when there's a point of contention inside of the comments on my social medias after I share them. But you gotta like shake it up a little bit, yeah? But that's the only way our industry is going to make progress. Who do you believe needs representation in our industry? Why are you so passionate about that? Why are you afraid to be published? If you aren't, then what's holding you back? And remember, these are honest assessments. No one's ever going to read them. So be real with yourself. You're only doing a disservice to your own professional development if you can't truly assess where you are right now. So let's take a look at all the answers for your prompts. That's your topic. Tricked you, right? No, sorry, not sorry. The prompts were designed to answer these questions. Why do I want to write? What am I scared about when I think about writing? What is something I have experienced that others may relate to? And what is something that needs to be brought to the light? Our industry needs everyone's voice to grow. That's right. We need every single point of view in order to become well-rounded and represented within the healthcare industry. And you'll find that a pen to paper or a keyboard has more staying power than an echo. So remember, always get it in writing. I want to thank you all for joining me, not just for today's tutorial, but in becoming an industry writer. I've just started writing and love that I can share my passion with you. Now that we have actionable steps on how to pick a topic, our topic, let's get out there. When you've got something, or if you need one-on-one writing mentorship, reach out. Send me a message on www.pretreatcss.com. And while you're there, make sure you sign up for the weekly newsletter. It's always full of education, motivation, and a little bit of fun. It's also how you'll gain access to the free PDF of the workbook that we use today. Thanks again, my fellow writers. Remember, you're the real MVPs.